What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fuzzy Fitness. Let's start this video with the physique update of the Persian Wolf and also who is the reigning Arnold Classic Ohio and UK champion, Hadi Choopan, who is back in the gym blasting once again. So it has been more than 6 weeks since he beat Samson Dauda to win Arnold UK, and right now by off he means his coach Hadi Choopan had him running just some form of test and nothing else probably, and that is to help him detox, let his body rest and recover, so that all his receptors are fresh once again when it's time to start another push phase, and that push phase begins now. And looking at his current update, it is truly unbelievable that Hadi Choopan still has striations all over his chest, even when he is in a sort of rest and recovery period. So a few weeks back, when he posted a glimpse of his quads and the side leg, they were also super shredded, which just goes to show us how regimented he stays, even during the recovery phase, even when he is off. And that is one of the reasons why he has that insane density and that unbelievable muscle maturity. So starting today, we have a little more than 5 months till this year's Mr. Olympia, because this time the Olympia isn't happening in November, it is gonna be in October. So Hadi Choopan is gonna have a very decent off-season before he starts the prep phase. And considering the fact that he just showed us that he can improve in just a few months, you better believe that he is gonna be even better for the Olympia this year. And it wasn't just his conditioning that was better. His back improved a lot since last year's Mr. Olympia, not to mention his waist, that was incredibly improved. His back lat spread has always been very impressive and got even more enhanced this time. Not to mention that back double biceps was also improved, and that is the only shot where Derek Lunsford is able to beat him very convincingly. And Hadi himself knows that he needs to close that gap between him and Derek in that back double. Now, we know neither Hadi Choopan nor anyone else can touch Derek in that back double biceps, because that we all saw is a lights out shot for Derek. And a lot of people attribute Derek's win last year because of his back double biceps. But still, all these guys need to close that gap. They need to improve if they want to have a chance against Derek. So, people waited almost 5 years for Hadi Choopan to beat his Vancouver Pro package. That was back in 2019. And he finally did it at this year's Arnold. And I don't think any of us would be surprised if he beats the Arnold Ohio package in October for the Olympia. This picture with the bodybuilding legends, that must be featured today. So 3 of these former bodybuilders have a unique record. Dorian Yates with 6 Mr. Olympia titles, and he retired undefeated. Dexter Jackson with the most Ivy Pro wins in the history of the sport, and Chris Cormier with kind of a sad record. But that is still a very unique record. He is 6 times runner-up at the Arnold Classic. Yep, Chris Cormier went through his entire bodybuilding career without winning a single Arnold title. And in the center, we have the man of the hour, the best body on the planet right now, the current Mr. Olympia Derek Lunsford. So whenever Derek trains with his coach Hadi Choopan, there is a different sort of energy, different sort of intensity. So Derek was blasting those 140's with Hadi Choopan, and he looked so strong. His strength is off the charts right now, because he wasn't even struggling one bit throughout the set. So I don't know what program Hadi Choopan has him on in terms of training, but I guess he must be hitting his chest more frequently than before, because that was one of the biggest feedback for him last year, that he needed more fullness on his chest, and he needs more striations. And we just saw a couple of days ago the physique update that Derek Lunsford posted. His chest was looking more rounded, more fuller, and I have got to say, I have never seen that kind of hang on Derek's chest before. So Derek is going to be guest posing at the Pittsburgh Pro in just 1 more week, and he's going to be the leader of the pack there. And I am telling you guys right now, although he is in the peak of his off-season, but as per Derek himself, he cleaned up his diet a while ago, and that is why we're going to see a very impressive Derek on the stage this year again. Wesley Wizer's guest posing is up next, almost 7 weeks post Arnold Classic UK, where he beat all the top guys except for Ramona, and who he was able to beat previously at the Arnold Ohio stage. So as of right now, technically speaking, Chris Bumstead is the only man in his way now, and you guys can just see he is on a roll right now. And I won't be surprised at all if Wesley turns out to be the biggest rival of Chris Bumstead, because whatever he has been doing post UK, that has been working extremely well. He looks so damn big right now, but with that size, he seems to be holding on to a great conditioning as well. So Wesley doesn't have the smallest waist on the stage. Chris Bumstead and Ramona definitely have more tapering waists, but Wesley is so big over those arms and those delts. And if he can put more volume on his legs, if he can have more quad sweep, that combination of great size with one of the most shredded looks on the stage, that is gonna be a very dangerous combination, and that is gonna be threatening to everyone. So I for one am really curious how much he weighs right now when he's guest posing, and how many pounds he is up from his weight cap. And I know this isn't gonna be a very popular opinion, but in case classic physique category did not exist, Wesley Wizer would have left with only one option, the open bodybuilding. Same is the case with Urs Klaschinski, and same is the case with Ramon Dino and Chris Bumstead as well, because their weight cap is already more than 212 pounds. So talking about Urs, he is in more of a tricky spot, because he is so young right now, and even with these new regulations for the classic physique weight caps, he is really struggling to make the weight cutoff. But still he is very confident that he can win the Olympia title in classic physique. So I am so glad that we have another storyline going into classic physique this year in the form of Wesley Wizer. And the Olympia 2024, especially in classic physique, that is gonna be so much more exciting. So Wesley is the closest thing that we're gonna get to that golden era look. But do let me know what you guys think. Another guest posing went down today, and that is from Ramona Fritz, the man who competed more than anyone in 2023. So I don't know whether he is dieting for a show, because this is a guy who can stay shredded more than anybody out there. So Ramona Fritz looked really good here in this guest posing. So I don't think anybody needs to tell him what needs to be done in order to qualify for the Olympia this year and to improve on his placings. His quad sweep is second to none, one of the best legs out there. He's able to create a very good V-taper. He has a small waist, but his upper body needs more mass and more density. I don't think there is anybody out there who was able to qualify for the biggest bodybuilding show of the year after going through a double hip replacement. But that is exactly what Roman was able to accomplish. He started the season with Emperor Classic Spain last year, so maybe he is getting ready for that show once again. Although he isn't gonna be a title contender here, because lineup this time is a lot more deeper. But we know he can stay shredded and in a contest-ready condition throughout the year. I mean, show me another pro in this day and age who can do up to 9 shows per season and be in an insane conditioning in each and every one of them. So ending this video with an update from the reigning 212 Mr. Olympia champion Keone Pearson. So why wasn't Keone invited to guest pose at the Pittsburgh Pro? He is one of the biggest names in the bodybuilding industry right now. And with that insane illusion that he is able to create on the stage with his unbelievable genetics. On top of that, he is pushing 230 pounds right now. He could have really stood his ground and possibly compare better than how Sean Carida did back in 2023. So Keone has intentionally kept himself locked in. He did 2 hours post Olympia, and even during that health and recovery phase, he utilized that time extremely well. But he has been focused on one thing now, training and eating like a machine every single day, so that he can repeat in October. So all the factors point us in that direction, that Keone is gonna successfully defend his title this year. I mean, this is the longest and possibly the most productive offseason of Keone's career so far. This is the best he has ever felt mentally and physically as well. And these variables are gonna be a game changer for him. So Sean Carida obviously wants the title back. But even if he brings that similar package to 2022, when he absolutely dominated the show, we do not know whether that is gonna be enough, because Keone Pearson is also gonna be better. So do let me know what you guys think. Can Sean Carida get his title back? Also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.